What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to set up a macro so you can install easier um, on an Xbox One controller. I'm not sure if it's possible for PS4, but I'm, I'm sure there's other software out there that does it as well. So let's get into free play. So if you don't know what a stall is or how to do it, it's quite simple. You want to air roll and then steer the opposite way of your air roll. So if I'm air rolling right, I want to steer left, and then I want to press all that at the same time and press jump as well. So it should look like this. So yeah, that's what a stall is. Now with a macro, instead of when I do a stall, instead of my car turning more to the right than what I'd like, using the macro, it's more controlled, you know. So this is me doing it manually, which is, you know, it goes a bit more to the right than what I'd like. So I can use the stall and it's perfect. I can do it every time with 100% success rate and not like that, which I do 90% of the time. So all this stall is it's set to one button, so all I have to do is press one button and then, you know, it stalls for me. So the reason why I wanted to learn this is because I wanted to do the double ball reset, and manually stalling has just, it's been so difficult to do it because I always fuck it up. But with the macro, it's now become a lot easier. So yeah, let's get into setting it up. So what you're going to want to do is download this program called JoyToKey. Now all this program does is it lets you bind a button on your Xbox controller to press multiple buttons on your keyboard, so you can, you know, you can set up like a macro. So this screen, this is all your buttons on your Xbox controller. I use the X button, so I know which one that is. If I press A, B, Y, X, you know, right bumper. I choose X, you can choose whatever, but I'm going to create a new profile because I've already got it set up there. So we go to our desired button. We want to go to the keyboard 2 tab. Now on this screen, in the first box, you're going to want your arrow button. So on keyboard, that is left shift, I believe. Actually, before we do that, let's go into controls and check that we've got everything set up. I know we have because I've done this just now. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up your air roll to your keyboard, which mine's left shift, your air roll right, which is E for me, and then steering left, which is A. So yeah, so now on this program, in the first box we want shift, and then in the second box you're going to want your air roll right, which is E. All you do is click the box and then press the button on your keyboard and it will assign it. Steer left, which is A, and then we also want jump. So to add jump, we right click this box and then click mouse R button. Now it's quite important that you tick this box. This makes it so instead of it doing that, because it doesn't really do it all together, this box just makes it more do it all together, not one after each other. So yeah, make sure that's ticked, and then yeah, so it will appear here. You can add a comment if you like, so you know what that macro is if you set up multiple. Yeah, so I'm gonna minimize that, go back into my game, and then to test it, all you do, press X, and boom, you can store.